Have you ever thought about using your senses to manifest? I honestly never heard anyone talking about this. That's why I was kind of rushing to make this video because I thought it was so interesting. If no one told you about this, then please pay attention because this is so interesting. So yesterday I was thinking about manifestation and about stuff like that, but just kind of like doing other stuff at the same time. And I just had this sudden thought that sometimes we overcomplicate things. Now, I know what you're going to say. It's easier said than done. And people keep talking about how easy it is to manifest things, but it doesn't feel that way for you. And trust me, I know. I've been there. I am still there. And the reason why you're not manifesting things, it's probably because you don't trust it enough. You don't trust things outside of yourself to happen without you pushing it or without you controlling it. And that's why I was thinking about all of these things, and I had this sudden realization that we could just use our senses to manifest. Now, this specific video is about scent memory. So you're basically using your sense of smell to manifest things. I feel like right now I'm at a place where I just trust that things don't need to happen right away to prove that they're happening. Does that make sense? I don't remember who it was, but I saw someone using the specific example of a drive-through. Like, you go through the drive-through, you make your order, then you pay, and then you need to wait for your order to be delivered to you. That's kind of like how you manifest things and how you can see the delayed result. It doesn't have to be delayed, but I also know that a lot of people have this tendency of like, oh, manifesting doesn't take time. It's okay for a lot of people who are experienced in manifestation to say that and think that and pass that message. I do believe it. However, if you have a lot of limitations and if you have a lot of limiting beliefs, it's harder for you to be like, yeah, I want this, it's going to happen tomorrow. But then you don't believe it, so it's hard, you know. So if you see that as you making an order at a restaurant or a drive-through, you see that waiting period as something that is natural, and you don't put as much pressure in it as you usually do. Also, releasing the need to control is probably one of the best things you can do, because when you release the need to control and you detach from the thing that you want and the result that you want to achieve, I feel like things come way faster. Your manifestations are basically one or two choices away. You choose to trust and you choose to let it go. And when it's time, it will come to you. When you finally stop putting pressure on the end result, that's when things start to happen. This specific method, I find it really interesting because I feel like everyone is the same when it comes to this. Have you ever just walked around the street or your grandparents' house, for example, and you enter that place or you enter your grandparents' house and you feel that smell and it just instantly takes you to your childhood? Like, that specific smell just takes you back to a certain period in life. You start associating that smell to that time, or you just associate it with people or whatever it is. That's because memory has a strong connection to smell. So I was thinking, why not use that intentionally to manifest? So you can try this using a couple of different ways. Use your intuition to decide which one is best for you. And basically, the two ways that come to mind are during meditation or as the tool that you carry with you. So during meditation, what you do is you pick a scent that you really like, whether it's a candle, incense, essential oils, whatever you enjoy and whatever you feel like it's best for you. You can even use perfume if you'd like. Imagine you have like those little perfume samples and you know that the future version of you wears that perfume. You can just use that if you like. So you set it up right before meditation, and I'm not talking about any meditation, I'm talking about quantum jumping or visualization meditation specifically. You don't need a guided visualization. If you don't like it, you can just do your own session the way you feel like it's right for you. So whether it's a guided meditation or your own just want to sit down or lie down, just do what feels right for you. Here's the best part, and I'm sure you've heard of this. The brain doesn't know the difference between real and imagined, and when you pair that with a strong sense of smell, your brain starts associating that version of you that you're imagining with that smell. So every time you smell that again, you start connecting to that version of you. Now, what I would recommend is, if you're trying to manifest different things, use different smells. Like if you're trying to manifest wealth, love, a job, use a different smell for each goal. Because I feel like if you try to use just one smell to many different goals, I feel like that might overwhelm you and maybe it won't have the effect that you want. Maybe try to avoid associating just one smell to a bunch of different things, like manifesting a house and then a trip. Like a house and a trip are like opposite ideas. So I feel like that might be maybe overwhelming for your brain and your mind to connect to one specific goal when you have two contradictory goals with the same smell. So maybe try to avoid overdoing it and using the same smell for a lot of different things. Basically start with one goal and one smell and then see how it goes and take it from there. And then as a tool to carry with you, I feel like this is actually a cute idea. Imagine that you are trying to connect to that reality that you're imagining, but now you want to do that actively throughout your day. Whether you only do this technique or you do both, I feel like doing both will probably be really powerful, because you do the meditation, you start associating with that smell, and then you carry that smell with you and use it throughout your day. And you can do this in many different ways. Again, do as you'd like. You can carry a cotton pad, or you can just melt some wax on a piece of paper and fold it and put it on your purse, or you can use a small perfume strip, like whatever works for you. And as you go throughout your day and you experience something that you feel like is aligned with that version of you that you want to become, you intentionally smell that. Let's say you want to manifest going on a trip and you want to stay in an amazing hotel. And let's say that you have one of those hotels in your city and you decide to go there for coffee or something like that. Whether it's a cotton pad, a tea light, whatever you chose, you enter the hotel, and as you are waiting to be served, you can just smell it and connect to that future version of you that you are trying to embody right now. This will reinforce the neural connection, and as you keep doing that, I feel like it's so easy to just jump realities, I guess. You are strengthening that connection until you actually become that version of you, which I feel like it's honestly great. At this point, you're no longer just visualizing it, you are living it. So I felt like I really should share this. This felt like such an interesting concept. Personally, I love candles. I have a candle business and I deal with a lot of scent. And I guess maybe that's what inspired me to try this out. And I've been enjoying it. It felt so in alignment and I felt so connected to it. Maybe it's because I'm pretty sensitive to smell, but I feel like this is such an amazing idea. Sometimes I feel like this random smell and it reminds me of some toys that I had when I was a kid. And it feels so powerful and so strong that using this intentionally to manifest a life of your dreams just seems like probably one of the best tools that I've ever thought or read about. I really hope that it works for you, because again, this is an amazing concept and I'm really happy about it. So let me know down in the comments. Did you try? Did it work? How did it go? Let me know. What smell did you use? And I hope I can see you on my next video. Bye.